Meanwhile, French fishermen and seafood factories are suspending orders from Britain. They are battling to salvage just-in-time supplies. This as supply chains have been upended by post-Brexit red tape that impedes next-day delivery of fish and lobster from Britain to Europe. Our next report gets you all the details about the fishy woes of France.
Brexit has had an immediate impact on the import of fish from Britain to Europe, as decades of cooperation to fine-tune the supply chain have been undone. Britain's divorce from the EU heralded the return of a customs border and additional paperwork and costs. The delays mean seafood is not always hitting European markets as fresh as it once did. Businesses are suffering.
On a constaté 20% de mortalité sur ce lot-là.
We've observed a 20% mortality rate on this group of products here. I would say they are collateral victims of Brexit because, as a general rule, crabs are immediately put back into water at our site and they experience a very low mortality rate.
Et qui ne souffrent que d'un taux de mortalité extrêmement peu élevé.
Those moving seafood from Britain to the bloc face some of the toughest requirements, including mandatory sanitary checks. The result is a chaotic breakdown in supply chains, from the outer reaches of the British Isles to the European Union.
On a évolué sur des logistiques complètement extraordinaires.
We've moved to completely extraordinary systems. Shipments sent on Monday arriving on Wednesday, on Thursday or even on Friday depending on each supplier. So it has been completely chaotic and we had to try to get back our various batches and supplies. It's a week that has gotten absolutely out of hand.
Nos différents approvisionnements, ça a été une semaine absolument ingérable.
Before Brexit, Scottish lobster and scallops used to be seen in French shops just a day after they were harvested in British waters. Deliveries post-Brexit are taking at least 1 or 2 days longer. Fish processors like JP Murray have now suspended imports from Britain and are trying to fill the gap in orders from EU members like Norway and Denmark.
On a aussi l'état d'esprit de dire, après tout, nous Français, on n'a pas voulu le Brexit pour l'instant.
We also have a state of mind that says that we, the French people, do not want Brexit up to now. And the people who voted for Brexit have certainly said that this is great. People will stop fishing in our waters. We'll have exclusivity on fishing in our waters. But they should also consider that they export 80% of their catch into the continent.
Les conséquences risquent, pour l'instant, je pense, d'être plus importantes côté britannique que côté français.
French agents have adopted a zero-tolerance approach at the checkpoints. Reasons for delays include sanitary certificates missing the required stamps and sometimes, bizarrely, due to Latin names of fish being misspelled.
Au fur et à mesure, forcément, on se rapproche de ce qui nous...
Progressively, of course, we're getting closer to implementing what has been asked of us by the new rules.
Des blocages et par exemple un manque de certificat sanitaire. On en a eu un hier.
And yes, in the future, very soon, there will be blockages.
Il est refusé à l'admission puisque c'est quand même un point très important d'avoir un certificat sanitaire.
Businesses are incurring losses. Delays have also made a round trip for truckers unsustainable. Meanwhile, the authorities on both sides of the channel are hoping to iron out the roadblocks soon. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.